A scene in Camelot is basically the main patch, the main combination that collects the preset of hardware and software instruments, the MIDI connection between your tone generators and your controller. So basically, this is the sound that you want to have in that part of your song. So let's see how we can manage a scene. If we click on this button on the footer, or just double click or double tap if you're on iPad on the scene area, allows you to see in a deeper detail how the scene has been created. The scene can be set up with different layers, one or more layers. The layer is the main container that allows to connect different MIDI inputs to all the instruments that will be loaded in that layer as well. Let's see how we can do that. Let's start from scratch. So I will remove that right now and create one scene from zero. Let me change the color of this layer, for example. Okay, layer 3 has as an input the SL Grand. It's the default choice. I can select any other input, for example, the Studio Logic sledge, or I can select the montage part 1, or I can select any part that is not active yet, for example, the MIDI X part 1. That means that every instrument that I will load here on the layer will be played using the MIDI X as a MIDI input. So let's see, if I want to use the MIDI X keyboard to play on the Studio Logic sledge, I just have to tap on the plus button, select the Studio Logic brand, and select the sledge synth. In this case, I need to put in local off the MIDI X to avoid to hear the sound from the MIDI X itself. So let me go here, select the local off on the MIDI X, and then play on the keyboard on the MIDI X. This is the first sound of sledge. I can play on the sledge keyboard to compare the sounds. It should be the same. So basically it is the same thing. If I wanted to layer a sound from sledge and a virtual instrument on my computer, I can press the plus button. In this case, select a plugin instrument, and then, for example, go on the list of my audio unit plugins and select Synth Master. Okay, I can select here Synth Master, open it up, and select one preset. Let me select a pad, browse, pad. Let's try this arpeggiator pad, let's see. Cool. Let's hear independently each sound. Let me mute the sledge. So this sound is coming out from Synth Master. And this sound is coming from sledge. Let's combine them in a nice way. Once we have connected our instruments, it's easy also to manage them. We have seen that easily we have adjusted the levels of the different instruments, but there are more features available from the layer view. So basically I can go and click on the layer to access not only the MIDI inputs but the MIDI settings. I have the legacy, the profile that basically can be switched from legacy to MPE mode, and we will see in a dedicated video how to use a keyboard with that. Filters are MIDI filters, so any MIDI controller that is connected to this layer will be filtered by this controllers. So for example, if I want to avoid a program change coming from the MIDI X, for example, or an aftertouch message, I just have to select those options in the list. So this is a very important feature if you want to play safe and to send to your instruments only the message that you want to receive. The transpose feature allows also to transpose all the notes that are coming inside that layer. The octave shift as well applies a transpose by an octave, up or down. The advanced MIDI routing is a feature that allows you to duplicate the messages that are coming from one channel to another channel. So I just need to turn on that feature, and then in this case I can replicate from everything that comes in from the input channel 1 to other channels. So in this case I can replicate to channel 2, 3 and 4, because maybe the destination instruments need to be played on different channels. Another layer properties is the keyboard range. So I can assign to this layer only a keyboard range area. So in this case, just dragging the handle of this area, I can select the range of the note that can be played. So now this C is out of the range, so I don't hear any sound. If I play here on this area, I can hear some sound. For example, let's combine the transpose feature with the keyboard range. In that case, I can go here in the MIDI settings and change the octave shift by 1 octave or 2 maybe. Okay. So now the note range is better, and I have on the right hand another area that I can assign, for example, to another instrument. Let's see how I can do that. I can add another layer, and maybe I can use as well the MIDI X as an input layer. Then I can use as a generator a Yamaha montage right here. I'll select the montage. And then let me try to use a lead sound. Okay, maybe the monster lead. Okay, let's see. Okay, this sound can be good. And then let's use the keyboard range feature to assign to the right hand side the lead sound. So in this case, I am playing on the right hand with the montage sound, and on the left hand side with a combination of sound that are coming from the Studio Logic Sledge and Synth Master plugin.